Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, and welcome. How's everyone? Thank you, Maxim. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what the bot has to say about Esu today. Esutik, the cozy chaos dork from the Netherlands, is on a Final Fantasy XIV online journey that's as emotional as it is distracting. From Chaos Omega, where they're cat boying on the loose, to Rising Tide DLC, where they're all about Dorgal's petting fluff. But watch out, final chapter is coming and it's gonna hit you right in the feels. Don't miss this UFO catcher master in action. Wow, today the bot is in full swing. Hi too! Welcome back, what's up? How are you doing? Send me a message because this is the same as Max's. Oh, really? Oh, why does Twitch not allow that? I appreciate it. How's your stream, Esu? Hope it was good. Has anyone here played Doki Doki's Literature Club? I just have to give a gentle spoiler alert because I've turned on spam protection. Sorry, I know you're not spamming. Thank you. Oh, that sucks. How do I turn that off? It's just hi and welcome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to turn it off. What the hell is spam protection? What's... I don't know how to fix that. Oh god. Where do you turn that off? Finish. Oh, you finished your PC goal. Holy shit, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That is so exciting. Oh my god. That is awesome. Let me try and turn this. That is awesome. Oh god, sorry about the echo. Chat settings. Show messages caught by auto mod. What? Shield mode. Followers only chat slow mode. I don't think I have it on. Mod view, turn on shield mode. No, I don't have anything on. I don't know how to turn it off. Yeah, honestly, people have been so kind. Like, holy shit. Have people been kind with the goals? I'm so happy you reached it. Holy shit. New PC for Dawn Trail. That's so exciting. Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off. Okay, let me see. How to turn off Twitch spam protection. Any way to turn off 30? It says no, there's no way to turn such a thing off. It's built into the code essentially. How are people to use the same message then? I don't understand. I never had this turned on. Unique chat off. Oh, thank you. Is that a real thing? Because I'm not aware that I have it, that I've had it on. It's so upsetting. Disable unique chat. Okay, spam away. Spam away. It's apparently possible now. Thank you, Esu, you're a lifesaver. Chat last week, follow plus chats. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had something like this. Yeah, spam away. Scuff there. Yeah, honestly, I appreciate people so much. Like, it's like streaming doesn't make you feel at all like people owe you anything. Like, I'm here because I want to be here, but holy shit, have people been kind and generous. Like, thank you to everyone for just spending your free time here. First of all, that's the most important thing. But like, anyone who's contributed to this, like, holy shit, are you making my life easier when it comes to just being able to continue to work, because I use my laptop for pretty much everything, for both like streaming work and editing and my part-time job and everything. Like, without my equipment, I don't exist, literally. So I'm really, really appreciative of that. And it's so cool that you managed to do that. Like, you've had your goal for a while, and it's just, honestly, it feels so good that you finally were able to reach it, and it's before Dawn Trail, and you're gonna get yourself a PC. That's so exciting. And thank you, Tim. And it's just so, I appreciate it so much. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why this is like. Are they trying to show me what life would be like without her? Because that's really sad. I just want to give gentle spoilers to anyone who hasn't played Doki Doki Literature Club. This is apparently Act 2, so a big spoiler is gone, but I don't know what's coming. So you're here at your own responsibility or whatever. One PC stream if you only have a dual stream setup for us to work around. I don't even know what a dual stream setup is. I don't even like. I just have my laptop and another screen attached to it. That's your processed American meat. What? Oh, spam. I was like, wait, what? Traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Here goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds some comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, it's relatable. I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. 2 PCs running, one for gaming and one for streaming. How does that work? Like, I'm sorry, I'm a bit stupid when it comes to that, because I haven't had a PC in a long time. So I don't, like, how are they connected? I'm asking, like, stupid questions, I know, but because I was having struggle with streaming certain games, both PCs are throwing fits at me. I see. I don't even have the one. I just have a laptop. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you out for a loop? Did you capture card in piece number 2 and run OBS on that one? I see. That's similar to what I do with PlayStation. Like, I run any game that I can run on PlayStation, I run on PlayStation, and I use PlayStation Remote Play to just broadcast the picture on the laptop. Because of that, sometimes the picture is really crappy. And you know what's difficult? To get sponsored codes for PlayStation games. Like, I've missed out on a lot of opportunities because I wasn't able to run them on PC, because in my case, I can pretty much at any time get a PC code, but PlayStation codes are always so limited, and it's always so hard to get it because I can't just realistically apply to like a PC sponsorship. That's what makes it really hard. It's something that happens like behind the scenes, and yeah, I also run it on PS5, but if I do it, then I mostly have to buy the games myself, which is just like getting me further and further away from like the actual PC goal, because you know you have to like keep making content. So it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I see. So it's the same thing. I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. This right here might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Like, obviously the vibe is different. Is that so? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. So I usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Yeah, like at this point, like I'm just completely honest with my chat. I'm so deep in like content creation that any other income that I have is literally pocket money. At this point, I have no other choice. I'm here, and that's that. Like I have deliberately said no to a lot of opportunities to make this happen, and I'm just here. It's just so. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. It was always between like streaming or doing something else, like a drastic measure to just like change my life completely. And I've never been able to put down the content and say that I'm not gonna do it anymore. But it was always between this and that. And I've chosen content so many times over and over that some of these other opportunities, like I don't even get them anymore. So I'm out of options. I'm just here, you know. It's like, please God, let it work. It's like at some point you're just like, what can I do? Who gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Like, that sounds sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. Okay, so this is pretty much what we're... Yeah, I mean... I've worked like 25/7, not 24/7. It's like I feel a lot of guilt for streaming. Like not guilt, but like I feel a lot of guilt for like not doing what people say, like, oh, get a job. I do have a job. I do have a part-time job, but it's not like a full-time career or anything like that. And I feel guilty because I've chosen something that isn't like a standard path. So I put like 200% of myself into it so that I feel like at least I'm putting effort, you know? No, definitely not linear. And, you know, sometimes I look back and I'm like, what would have happened if I like, I don't know, use my, I don't know, university diploma or something like that. And if I got a job, but I don't regret it. But yeah, like I overcompensate because of the guilt that shouldn't be there. I'm not saying that content creators should feel guilt. They really shouldn't. But yeah, making do is literally how it is right now. Like, I'm not pretending to be a star or anything. It is just the way it is. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. No, like, I guess today it is a really good day to... Give me a second. I'm looking at my own camera, and I know that this is blinding. Yeah, this is blinding. It's like because the sun is now on this side, and it like keeps messing with my camera and everything. Oh yeah, we're not rich. Like, I hate it when people think that you're either rich or don't exist. Like, I like to refer to like what I do and what many of my friends do is a content creator's middle class. Like, I like being a middle class because of, first of all, because of my mental health. Because I don't know if I could handle, I don't know, suddenly like blowing up or something like that. I like where I am right now because I can do this. Like, I can read everyone's message and I can just be present in the chat, and you know, I can do that and focus on the game without feeling the guilt of like missing someone's message or something. If I had a chat that was going like that, like I don't know what I would do. Like, honestly, I do not know what I would do because like I couldn't see your messages, and then like I couldn't respond to everyone, and I would feel like such tremendous guilt. I don't know how I would get used to that, and I have so much respect for streamers, content creators who can just do that and who just like face the fact that, okay, now I'm like too big to read every one of the messages, and I'm just happy to be where I am because I get to actually connect with people. Like, I know that this is like turning into a little bit of a TED talk, but I think that today is a good day to just kind of reflect on that a little bit. What I'm trying to say is I've never really imagined what it's like to succeed because I don't know what that means for me. Like, I don't make a lot of friends like outside, like out there, you know. Like, I don't connect with people very well, like in the real world or whatever. I'm an engineer of biochemistry, by the way. That's my degree. So I don't make a lot of friends there, and I know that this sounds like super like parasocial and whatnot, but like people from my community are my friends, and I make my friends in like through my stream. I make my friends in Discord, and I like being present, not just as, you know, someone who's just, you know, here to, you know, be interacted with or whatever, like some sort of common caged animal or something. Like, I like making friends, and I love being in a position where I can do that, because that for me is a way to socialize and not feel like anxious about like people just kind of being around me and looking at me like I'm a weirdo, because normally that's how it is. Like, I was not like this until I realized what people expect of me at my like age or something like that. So Okay, let me tell a story. Like when I when I entered my university, I was very confident in all of my interests and my hobbies and everything. Like I knew I liked gaming. I was super into Hearthstone, super into World of Warcraft, super into all of these things, and I was a very open person. I think that my university experience actually shut me out a lot, a lot, because I like stormed in, and I was very happy to be able to be a formed person, to share myself with the world. And then I started like meeting people, interacting with people and whatnot, and just wasn't received well as a person. Like I don't know how to say, like, do you know, like when you are just yourself and you share yourself with like the rest of the world, and then you realize that people look at you like, you know, like that's kind of the experience that I had, because in my like university and my like environment and whatnot, there was nobody really who was into gaming, who was into pop culture, who was into pretty much anything. And like I was very confident about like bringing things up that I liked and whatnot, but like there was just a community that was like, you know, like I wasn't connecting with anyone. In my university, there was only one dude in my class group. All the rest of them were girls, which was probably like, I'm not discriminating against girls who game. Obviously, there are girls and anything, everyone, whatever in between who games. I don't get into that. But with these particular girls, it was just different. Like nobody was gaming. They were interested in like shoes, I don't know, clothing, like things that concerned university and academics and everything. It's like everyone was just like very focused on that. So whenever I would like, I don't know, play Hearthstone during class or out of class, or whenever I would like, I don't know, read I don't know, maybe comic books, maybe some books or something like that. Like I used to carry books to class to read because I had nothing to do. And I just, I don't know, like it was just a very lonely experience. And I met one girl at university who I sadly don't see anymore, but we were able to accept each other's differences. So we had like two things about us that the other one had nothing to do with. She was not a gamer, like not at all, not whatsoever. And she was also very quiet. And I felt bad about how people were treating her, because she wasn't like, people thought that she was weird, that she was kind of always like shy and timid and whatnot. What's interesting about that is that she is super religious, and I am not at all. But like the way we were able to just kind of accept each other with these like two big differences that we had in comparison to everyone else, we just knew that each one of us has something that kind of defines our, I guess, our personality. And we were just like, okay, she's different in her own way, I'm different in my own way. And she was a very, very good friend to me. Sadly, I don't see her anymore because she moved away, like back to her hometown. And there were some other things that happened later on with another one of the friends. That's a story for another day. But she was kind of the person who I felt close to. And there were things that she was into. Like she was super, super into sports also. I knew nothing about sports around here and whatnot. She was super like into the teams and like which team was playing, whatever. Like I would always listen to whatever she has to say about that. And she was like not ever interested about never interested in like, I don't know, parties or boys or anything like that. And I had this how do you say it? Like I had a bit more of a passionate nature than her. So whenever like, I don't know, like she would listen to my stories and she didn't have those kinds of things that she was sharing, and I would listen to her stories about sports. And I don't know, maybe if I talked about boys and girls with other, I don't know, girls, probably not about girls because that would freak them out. But if I talked about like boys, maybe with other girls, maybe I would connect better or whatever. But like I just never did that with people who I didn't know. So yeah, I didn't really connect. And then when I discovered streaming, I just like one day I just went live, and it was like I'm not saying that it was like it was like a fish hook, like the proper fish hook to like attract people who have the same interests without doing anything other than like sitting in my chair and talking about stuff that I like, and then realizing to my shock and surprise that people come and that they share interests of their own. Like that was the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life when it comes to my social life. It's like being able to reach out to other people and other people not thinking that you're weird for like who you are and what you do and what you like. That was the most important part of my entire experience with streaming. That's the reason why I never like I'm not throwing shade at VTubers, please don't like take it the wrong way, but I felt like I would never be able to do something like that, for example, because I feel like the focus would be too much on the show that I create, and not the friendships that I make. So everything for me, when it comes to streaming at least, it started with my need to actually be social. Like I am an introvert, but I am far from antisocial. I love having friends and I love connecting with people, and that's so important to me. And if streaming wasn't about that, if it was just about me being something closer to an actor and not a part of the community, I don't think I would like that very much. Because if I'm just here to like create this, I don't know, persona or this put up this act or something like that, like I don't find any enjoyment in that, because I feel like then people don't know me, and if they don't know me, I'm not connecting with people, and everything is just kind of more nonsensical than what I would like it to be. Like, I don't know if I'm expressing myself very well. Like sometimes I say words and I don't know if they make sense. I was diagnosed with autism super late. Like I went for like, I don't know, I went through like 18 or 19 years of my life without ever like, I guess, getting that confirmation. So it was very difficult, but I do try. And I felt so much better since I started streaming, because I felt like there was it's not necessary for me to express myself in a perfect way, because everybody else is sharing themselves and nobody's perfect. So why would I be perfect? It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like if I can just be genuine and if I can just connect with people and if I can just have that experience and not just put up a show of something. I don't think I'm a good like show person. Like I don't make a show because I don't know how. Like I sit here and like I don't know how to present myself well. Like I don't do well with like intros or outros or like creating some sort of like a pattern of behavior that I have that will like that people will like respond to positively or something. Like there are strategies, obviously, like when you learn about streaming and whatnot, you learn that, oh, maybe you should like avoid these words or like put like this like Netflix can't make a show either. Maybe not. But I currently don't know, because I just got signed out of Netflix because I was sharing it with sharing it with like family members, and it finally caught up with Serbia as well. So I now have to like pay additional money to like get the other like the side subscription or whatever it's called. It's not You're an Engineer. Yeah, exactly. I'm awkward. I'm awkward by nature. I'm not an actress. And Necroform, that means so much. Thank you. I mean, I don't like pretend to be, I don't know, cheerful or anything. I am actually legitimately cheerful when I stream, because it makes me happy to just, to just be able to share what I do with people who like the same stuff. But I do, like, I don't like talking about, mental issues, health, and whatnot too much, because I feel like this is not the case with everyone. But the reason why I don't promote these things on my stream is because of fear of judgment, I suppose. Because I know that there's a lot of people who just like who take advantage of these things and like staple a lot of words on themselves that are popular nowadays. And then like the people who actually struggle, sometimes, someone will come into a stream and will be like, oh, this is just another mental health support stream, or this is just another autistic streamer, or this is just another neurodivergent person with depression or with anxiety or with anything or whatever. So that's why like I promote, yeah, exactly, we all have our problems. Antics, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and welcome in. Sorry for like bumping in like in the middle of my like TED talk or whatever. I'm just saying that like I don't. I try to like put focus on what's happening and not like how I would like define myself, because I don't care how I define myself. Like it is just who I am. It is just what I do. Exactly. No, I understand that. Like I avoid my own personal, I guess I would call it trauma dumping, unless I put up a video where I say, hey, now I want to talk about this particular thing that's happened to me, and from time to time I will release a video. No, you didn't interrupt me. I was playing a game and then I realized that, hey, there's just something that I wanted to talk about today, because it's like a good opportunity to kind of reflect on the journey a little bit. So I'm just like bothering you now with a little bit of a TED talk also, because I'm also really happy to be here. But what I was saying is, I don't do these kinds of things just because I don't like to attract attention to that Doki Doki TED Talk, right? And I don't know, like I'm actually legitimately happy when I stream, and I feel like there's I never feel like it's a good moment to like bring something up, just because, like when you're happy, you don't feel that need to like talk about things. I am legitimately happy to be doing this. First of all, I'm grateful, and then happy. I'm grateful because I would not be able to do this if I lived in a different country. Like, rest assured, I would not exist if I moved anywhere else. And for a while, me and my now ex-husband, we had plans to move to Canada, and we already went really far with our procedure, and we were literally sitting on our suitcases when COVID hit, and we weren't able to progress with our applications because of a lot of stuff that happened during that time. But if I had moved to Canada or to anywhere else, I definitely would not be able to continue to exist as a content creator just because of the price. Like here, I survive solely because the streaming covers the cost of living here, literally. That's just how it works. Necroform, thank you so much for 10 gifted subs. Holy shit, thank you. We have Freaking Coast, Rad, BTR, OMG SBs, Namaslays, A Recipe Reborn, Halsuo, Maximo 14, and Doombraver, and Being Rachel, and Luca MCHD received the subs. Thank you. And what else did I miss something? There was two sounds, and now I can't for the life of me. I cannot for the life of me figure out what the second one was. Please tell me what it was, because figure out what the second one was. I'm trying to find it in Twitch, but I'm not making it happen. So if there was anything else, there was two. I heard it. I heard two. I don't know what the second one was. The restream just won't show it to me in chat. Anyhows, it's very convenient that we have another sub incentive unlocked. Due to 10 gifted subs, we are at 20 subs, and this unlocks 30 minutes of Ask Me Anything, and this is a very good time for it, so feel free to... Oh, Hype Train! Oh, thank you for frogging the Hype Train, I appreciate that! Yeah, 30 minutes of Ask Me Anything. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit because I have things to say today, and feel free to just, ask away. Don't be shy. Oh, what I want to say is, I would not be able to exist here. So when it comes to like a general cost of living or whatever, I have a roommate. So let's say our like, I'm very open with like how much living costs here, because I feel like it's an important topic. Let's say we pay 350 euros for this apartment. So my share of the rent, like for me and the kid, would be 175. That's something that's doable with streaming. I don't know, the bills, my share of the bills would be like $50 or $60, plus I guess all the monthly like subscriptions for content or whatever, that comes around to like $100 a month. Things like that. It comes down to like I don't know, life comes down to like 200 or 300 dollars a month, not counting like the expenses for childcare and kindergarten and everything. So it is doable. That's why I survive. I'm not some star, obviously. And I survive literally thanks to the amount of support that I get. I exist. I get to create content. Like, I don't ask for more unless like I am like doing some sort of goal or something like that. Necroform, thank you for 1,000 bits. Holy shit, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the bits. I'm actually gonna move it here so that I can read these. This is beat our all-time high for the hype trains of level 3. Holy shit, thanks so much. I am now doing like the PC goal because I need to, because I can't play the games that I'm being offered. Like, you know that I denied, canceled, whatever, didn't accept 3 big sponsorships this year because my laptop couldn't handle the game that I was being offered. Like, there was just no way to play it. So opportunities are literally like being missed, and that's the only reason why I'm doing something more than what I normally do. Also, going to TwitchCon. I'm going to TwitchCon to meet all of you, whoever is there, to connect with the sponsors who have been keeping the channel alive, and it's costing an arm and a leg, clearly. But it's something that I have to start doing. Like, there's literally no way that I'm going to survive as a content creator if I'm forever this imaginary person who just like doesn't exist in real life, you know? One day when AI gets good enough, I'll just be accused of being an AI because I've never shown my face in like any of the events or anything. So I have to start going. And that's like the only 2 things that I've been investing in like business trips and hardware. Now, once I'm done with the PC, I don't care. Can go back to my like 500 euros a month, and it's enough for me and my kid. It's enough. We get to survive, and I'm just so grateful to be here. I'm here because I'm happy and because I'm grateful to be able to do this, because not everyone can, and sometimes I don't step away and like look at the situation and realize that holy shit, I'm getting to do this, you know? Like, is incredible to me that even that little part of something that I once dreamed, that it's now possible, and it's possible thanks to you. So I am, you know, like some people, I don't know, for their Streamversary or whatever, it might get like, I don't know, like emotional in more of like a sad way or whatever. For me, it's euphoric because I get to fucking sit here, you know, and I get to create content and be a part of a community and make friends. Like, I don't know how to make friends in real life. You know, I'm still the kind of person who will like go to like a party or a gathering, and then I will come up with an excuse. I will leave early and I'll come home and I'll play games. Like, I don't know. Like, I tire of fucking people and their like bodies being all around, and the minds that are within these bodies like not being half as interesting as people who I find online. It's like, I don't know how to make these relationships anymore, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I didn't know that that's how I would feel when I started this, and I guess knowing that there's something like this out there, like, around the time when I started university is around the time when I started streaming, and I guess the realization that there are better people out there than the people who I have to be, like, who I'm doomed to spend this time with. The fact that that exists is what made me feel, I don't know, so much better about my circumstances. And at some point I just said fuck it, and I stopped socializing with people around me because they weren't worth it. Like, I'm just being really honest. Like, in my mind, it wasn't worth trying to connect with someone who you have no interests with. And I just started connecting with people who I can actually talk to, because I don't care about like people like being able to touch them, people like sitting next to me or whatever. I don't connect with people that way. I don't fucking care where your body is, you know? It's like, to me it's the same if someone is sitting here, not sitting here, whatever, for as long as I get to, you know, talk to them, connect with them or whatever. So I've stopped dooming myself to my circumstances. And that's how I've stopped, I guess, caring about socializing necessarily with the exact people that I'm in a room with. And streaming has really helped me learn that. And in that sense, I think all of us are equal. In that sense, I don't give a shit about the fact that I'm the one streaming. If I wasn't the one streaming, I would have been the one watching someone else stream and make content, which I do, because it doesn't matter who's sitting. Like, I'm just a person who created, like, for our community, I'm just a person who created a technical possibility for us to meet in the group chat. That's the only difference. I'm just here and I just provided this space, and that's that. Like, we're all the same people with, at the end of the day, with the same interests and with the same way that we connect with others, and that's what matters to me. I'm just happy to be able to provide a space. You know, that's the only thing. And if I can continue to provide this space, whether it's chat, whether it's Discord, whether it's, you know, anything, I will continue to just like make, yeah, exactly. Like this Discord, like if there wasn't for all of you, it would not, obviously not exist. Like sometimes I get busy as fuck. This week was like the worst week that I've probably ever had when it comes to being busy, because I had that unexpected work assessment and everything, and I wasn't there for like 2 or 3 days, and I trust that if I'm not there for a couple of days, that there are people who are holding that fort, and when I come back, that everyone is still safe, that everything is still okay, that there's no drama or anything, because you guys are there, you know, and it means so much, and I miss you, and I want to be there, and I want to be there all day, but like I literally had to cut myself, like in the past couple of days, I had to cut myself away from like the I don't know, making shorts, hanging out in Discord too much or whatever, because I had to study. And I know that, like, I guess that's the part that kind of, I guess, doesn't correlate with what I'm talking about, how, like, I'm, like, out of options, like, when it comes to, I don't know, work or whatever. I have committed to content, but I do have a part-time job that helps me feel less guilty, and that makes me feel less like a burden to my own community. Like, I know this is a horrible thing to say, and this is not me throwing shade at any of my streamers, content creators who just create content or whatever. Please don't take it that way. It's totally fine if you do rely on your community, but I just have this overwhelming sense. This is just a personal experience. Like I said, not throwing shade at anyone, but I'm terrified of being a burden, right? That's like the one thing that I'm so afraid of. And I'm afraid of basically making people feel like they have to, like, they owe me something. It's like, obviously it is a business. Obviously I put my time in. Obviously time is money, and I have a family to feed, blah, blah. But at the same time, if I can do just a little bit on the side to just kind of relieve that sense of like logging in every day and streaming and feeling stressed about whether or not I'm going to like meet some sort of goal for that day because that's the food that we eat. Like, if I can just not do that, if I can just not feel that way and not like burden my community with like, hey, I'm here today and we have to eat tomorrow, so you owe me 10 subs or whatever, you know? It's like, that's not how it is. And I just like being able to just provide the basics, or almost basics, because let's face it, that job isn't providing anything. It's pocket money. But I just wanna know that I'm doing my part, you know? Who's gotta eat? Yes! It's like, I wanted to make a bad joke and say, like, with the, like, you know, the current inflation and everything, I try not to, but no, I do eat, I assure you, I do eat. But I just don't want anyone to feel like they owe me. Like, this PC goal thing that I have, it makes me feel awful. But that's like one of the very few times that I will actually legitimately have some sort of goal. Her name and click. Oh my god, that's so kind. Ovi and Zeno, I know who that is. But if you wanted to sign yourself like that, That's totally fine. Thank you for the $49, and I'm going to assume that this is fixing the round numbers, right? Let me check. Because I can't see on my screen. Yes, that is fixing the thing. Thank you so much. Like, I never want to call people out when they sign their name differently, but I do want to say thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. Let me see. Give me a second. I am very fair when it comes to these incentives, but holy shit, you've picked by tipping 49. It's not another karaoke, but according to the list, it's Ask Me Anything, which is currently ongoing for everyone due to the hype train. So anything you have, you ask. Now's the time. And Necroform, I really appreciate that. You guys are tearing me up. Holy shit. Dog got to my phone again. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. You are fucking amazing. Like, I don't know how I deserve my community, but I do try. Like, I'm not saying Tim, thank you so much for the $19. I appreciate it. Guys, you want to make me cry? What is this? Is this like a is that what you're trying to do? Alright, well, we have another incentive since it is 19. We have to bring the dog back again. Ango. Sorry, you are needed. Ango. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. You've summoned him. You summoned this boy again! And he could not be happier. He's like, you woke me up! But I couldn't be happier to be here. You guys are fucking amazing. Necroform, thank you for 1,000 bits! Thank you! That's 2 weeks of dog food. Yes, it is. He's just, I don't even know what he's eating off my face, but it tickles so much. No, you guys are throwing me off with all the kindness. Like, holy shit, you are fucking amazing, incredible. But you're continuing the hype train. You are throwing me off my thought train. I don't know what I was saying. And what I wanted to say, oh, that feels good, doesn't it? It's like I struggle with my thoughts enough on my own. Yeah, this dog just loves to be loved. Honestly, he's like the kindest dog that you'll ever meet. It's just Toad. Thank you so much for 723. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, that falls into the category of take a shot. I think it's time to start drinking, isn't it? We've been live for 10 hours and 20 minutes. Is it time to start drinking? I think so. I'll be right back. Sorry, Dobro, you've been replaced with a celebratory drink. Ruined perfection? Wait, what is... Oh god, this is gonna freak like 5 people out. It's like, are you guys doing math on my PC bar? Cheers, Susan. 80-pound Canada alcoholic German Shepherd's like beer. Your dog is like... Dogs can have alcohol? I would hope not. No, what I have is Bailey's and milk. That's what you got me. And these taste so damn good. I'm not very good at handling drinks that taste bitter or anything, but I do like very milky drinks and liquors and whatnot. And if I'm drinking a cocktail, I will always. Yes, it's a permanent tattoo. It's my logo. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why it's there. My tattoo came to life on the day that I realized that I'm gonna be doing this forever and ever. So in the morning, when I sleep, and I sleep like this, I hug my pillow like that, and I wake up, and sometimes it is difficult to find a reason to get up after 3 hours of sleep or after anything or whatever it is that I'm going through. Sometimes when it's difficult to get up, I will look at my arm and I will remind myself that this is the path that I've chosen. So I get up in the morning to make content and to go to work because we have to eat. So this tattoo for me is the equivalent of, this is gonna sound very cruel, but you know like how horses have these what's it called? Like when you ride a horse, like in my language we have a word for it, but I don't know the word for it in English. The thing that gets the horse to go faster. What's it called? As although it's very food motivated. I am, because food's important. Like what else is important if it's not food? So this tattoo was a tiny little investment into a forever thought of that whip. It's not a whip thing. It's the thing that horse riders have on their like feet, like right here. What's it called? The same way about Watu. Oh, you do? Lash. I don't know. Like, is it called lash? Like, no, it's not lashing. It's like that thing that you. Is it spur? Yes. This is my personal spur. If that's the word. I don't know what I'm saying. You could have tricked me into saying like a really bad word or something, but I'm gonna call it a spur. Assuming that my chat is not out there to deceive me. That's pretty much. Shoe shuriken! Yes, shoe shuriken, spur, whatever. That is what this tattoo is for. It's for me, not for people. It's right there where I can see it in the morning. That's the importance. And this tattoo is my logo, so there can be no mistake of like why it's there. It's like, you fucking idiot. You have a channel to run. Get out of bed. It's just how it is. Like sometimes you gotta like figure out a plan of how you're gonna make things in life work. This was a little bit of maybe a masochistic decision, but that's how I ensure that every day I wake up and I sit in this chair. I do love all of you. I do love making content, but sometimes you gotta just like, you know, kind of push down on it a little bit, and that's that. The whip thing used by jockeys is called a crop. They can't use spurs. Why can't they use it? I've never actually seen like horse racing jockeys or whatever. Like, I don't even know what they hold or anything. My god! Necroform, thank you for 20 gifted subs. You are a madman. Thank you. Let me see. I gotta read all these names. Dangerous, Mike, 12,004, Tim 82, Xenosauce, Syriac, Grand Dragon, Eduriptus, Sector 6, Scalextrox, Speedy, Primipause, Indiana Minotaur, Geopt, Violent 2, Manchiamigo, Extreme Shot, Eretics, Eddie186, Rose Artemis, and Galadin. Thank you, and enjoy your emotes. Enjoy the no ads. It's like, this is pretty much all the people who watch me. I don't want to hear complaints about ads anymore. Thank you so much. Wait, where are we? We had the. Okay, you guys are. Okay, that was 20. That was 20. You have two things. Two things to do, chat. Actually, you have one thing and I have one thing to do. The first one is my chat gets to make a custom tweet. I don't know how to do this. Is it a first come, first serve or whatever? I don't know. But it's a custom tweet. All I'm asking is for you to not get me banned on Twitter because Twitter is very important to me. So be mindful of that, but I will keep it up for 24 hours. So it is up to you. I'm gonna go at a first come, first serve. Now, if we vote, it's gonna create a mess. It's a first come, first serve, okay? Just don't get me banned. It's the chat pick. It is the chat pick. And that's that. So whoever comes up with something first, I will tweet it, I promise. Just don't get me in trouble. Vex Kid, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate this. Custom this. Oh, the little. Okay, fine. I can do that, and I will send you proof, so you can tell people that this is a stream incentive. All right, I'm posting it. But now you have to go there and like it and retweet it and whatnot. There you go. Like, I want interaction. Vexkin, welcome back, and thank you so much for the resub. I did it! It's over. I want likes, I want retweets, and I want someone to explain. Because I'm not allowed. Mine is don't be a full rapid tool. No, we have a little... Someone better go there and tell the others. Because now I have a dick on my Twitter. That's a good one. Save it for the next one. We have another one. Since we have reached 40 fucking gifted subs. Thank you again. I have to do something. And it's gonna be up to you. It's gonna be a first come, first serve again. But please don't be ambitious because I'm very bad at this. I need to learn a TikTok dance. And I've already been drinking, so be mindful of that. But give me a dance. I don't promise success, but now we have to. Look at what you did. What's the Ichinya dance? Do I have to? I'm gonna look that up. Condoms are like newspapers. They may be. Oh, should I even read this out loud? They may be filled with important stuff. Oh, you have no idea how alcohol sensitive I actually am. Stuff now, but you don't want them laying around tomorrow morning. Wait, what? Filled important stuff now, but you don't. Oh, Jesus. I'm not tweeting that. You're late. What's the Am I gonna learn the Daonyu Nyai-chi-san dance? Is that the one? Okay, let me check this out. Sorry about the sound, it's probably gonna be loud. Oh god. Martys, thank you so much for another tip. I appreciate that. Thank you. So the first post one. Thank you so much for letting people know. Okay, but now I have to dance, and if I'm gonna dance, I can't be wearing my onesie because I'm already wearing it halfway through because it's fucking hot here. I gotta turn my light on. Okay, this is 11 seconds. This is 11 fucking seconds of a dance. I'm a terrible dancer, but I can make this happen. It is a clip. It is a clip, and I will learn it. I just need I just need to change. It'll be right back. And then we have a... Wait. Thank you for saving me the embarrassment on Twitter for explaining to people that I'm not actually a fucking creep. Another Ask Me Anything, so feel free to ask me anything you want. I will be right back. I need to get rid of this and turn the light on, apparently. Okay, give me a second. That's not gonna work. Okay. It's not a close-up. I will zoom myself out. Can I even zoom myself out? What's a widescreen? Well, that didn't help at all. That didn't help at all. I'm a terrible dancer, okay? But we're gonna learn this. Let me see it a few times. Gotta learn. So what does he do? Start here. Do I have to do this? I can't. This makes no sense. I can't do this. I don't know how to start at the. What's in ya? I don't. Is this like a song? No, I don't get it. Wait, how do I? Okay, I gotta like. Yeah, this is gotta go slower. Okay, this is my face. Wait, this shit's not working. Alright, let me watch that again. Is that it? Okay. Give me another chance. I've never learned a TikTok dance in my life. Never have I ever danced like this. Never. But this is the slow version. This part I don't get. I don't get this part. I don't. What does he do? What does he do at the big? I don't get it. Am I stupid? How? No. I got this. I got this. Okay, I got it. weren't enough people who did this. I don't know how to. Okay, I got this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, this is the faster version. Maybe I'm not ready. Did I do it? Did I do it? Was this it? Was this it? Was it or was it not it? Okay, I'm ready for the final one. That was not it. I got it! I got it! I learned a TikTok dance. I'm almost 30 years old and I learned one. I don't ever have to do this again. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Not ever! I learned it! What do I do? My chat's gone. I accidentally hid the chat. Just a kid? I would definitely not like to be a kid. I am tired of that shit. For sure. Before boobs is what you need. I still have some. This is what you get. It was someone. I can't tolerate more than one glass. Apparently for $5. That was my currency because I didn't wanna get trashed. But I gotta finish it. Like, it's not a shot because I don't do shots. Like, I don't drink drinks that like make you, I don't know, get like, I don't drink drinks that you can like shoot. I don't know how to do that. Do you know what I used to do? Here? Oh, I feel great. I'm not. I feel like I've only just started streaming, honestly. I feel great. When I was like, I don't want to say a kid because that would mean admitting to something illegal, but when I was in the stage of my life when I was drinking, all of my friends would drink a very popular drink around here called rakia, and rakia is nothing but schnapps, pretty much. So what I do to impress my now ex-husband, who I used to party with and whatnot, because all of his friends would have these drinks and whatnot. We would each take a shot or whatever, and since we would always party at a basement where it was always dark, I had a strategy, and my strategy was to take a shot with everyone, but take a shot by pulling the glass towards my face and splashing myself so aggressively that nobody notices, that all of the alcohol would just go down my shirt. And I would just and I would be okay with that. Oh, 16? I'm sorry, but 16 is hella late. I knew my ex-husband for almost 20 years now. At the age of 16, I was starting to calm down. My era of my era of silliness was at its sunset by that time. I was starting to get a job and figure my life out and whatnot. So it it's like, why does Facebook text me? I'm not even aware that I have Facebook. It's like, I don't understand. But yeah, that's pretty much that's the fun story about what my early teenage life was like. And holy shit, I'm just noticing that I'm very comfortable like this. It was so hot, and I was sitting in this onesie and just pretty much sweating. And when I broke that shame out with Baby Shark, nothing was the same anymore. We turned it into a party. But in all seriousness, thanks everyone for all the support. Like, you guys are fucking unbelievable. I cannot believe you today. Like, honestly, I don't know what to say. I just do not know what to say. You are fucking incredible. Okay, now everything's too bright because I have the light on. And I'm getting myself blinded. What were we even up to? I don't even know. I don't even know. I was talking about streaming. I was talking about this super emotional journey and roller coaster that I was on, and then you got me drunk and got me TikTok dancing. Now, honestly, I don't know. I guess people do this in various different ways. I am very happy with how I do it, because I do it the way I am, I suppose. But it just feels good to kind of look back on the journey. Do you know what? Here's a fun fact. About my streaming career. I did stop it around like 2 or 3 times. And my longest pause from Twitch was when I was about 7 or 8 months pregnant. I decided that I can do this no longer, and I left. And I was the biggest piece of shit back then, and I didn't trust my community enough. I will never make the same mistake again. Like, back then, I did not trust my community enough that they would be back after I'm back with, like, you know, after my life kind of settles down and everything. Do you know what I did? I did the most awful thing as a content creator, and I'm not ashamed anymore to admit this, because it took me like ages to be okay with what I did. I had a baby, and I didn't even like post in my Discord. I didn't even say anything to my community or whatever. I just kind of like, I made my last post like around 7 months into my pregnancy, and I was like, okay, for now I'm taking a break and whatnot, and I disassociated myself. And I'm so ashamed, but I'm actually okay with admitting it, because I've grown as a content creator since then. And you know what snapped me out of it? A Facebook group that I was a part of, where I used to post my Hearthstone guides. It was like a big group. It had like, I don't know, close to 10,000 members at the time. And I was one of the content creators who would post there quite regularly, argue with people about decks and everything. And then there was this one random person who was, I guess, in my Discord also. And they did a screenshot of some of the posts that I posted on Instagram, because Instagram was like the only place where I remained consistent, because I was also using it as like a private account to share like stuff with my family and whatnot. Back in the day when I still used to share my kids' pictures on Instagram, I don't do it anymore. Like, not with like a full uncovered face or anything. I don't do that anymore. But someone took a screenshot of my Instagram and they posted it in that Facebook group, Hearthstone Facebook group, and they said something along the lines, yo, do you guys know that she had a baby? And like, at that moment, like, I felt so disassociated from the community, because there was like a giant post about me having my baby, And I realized, like, I cried so hard when I saw that because there were so many people commenting on it and saying congratulations and whatnot. And I felt so fucking awful because I realized that even though I wasn't aware, like, my self-worth in my eyes was so small that I didn't see that there would be people who would wait for me to give a birth to a human to come back. It's like people actually congratulated me on that post that I didn't make. I was never gonna make that post there. And it was a group of like hundreds of people saying congratulations and reposting it and liking it and whatever. And then I just sat there and I was like, Jesus, like, that I have so little faith in my community and everyone who knew me and my content and my stream, that I couldn't make a simple post and say, hey guys, I have a new baby now. It's like I felt like such a letdown. Like, I'm not saying that these things need to be public. They don't. They really don't. But like, so many people were there throughout my whole journey, throughout my pregnancy and everything. I lost my first baby, you know, and people were there for me. And then I had another one. And I went through this whole, like, I was on bed rest. I was on bed rest for 7 months of my pregnancy. And I was streaming that whole time. People knew. And everybody was concerned about, like, my condition. Everybody wished me well. Everybody was hoping that things would be okay. And then the most grand of bitches that ever happened to be on Twitch, I don't tell my community that I even had a baby, you know? Hi, Dark Demon Arts, welcome back, and thank you so much. How are you today? Like, I don't know, like, I thought that I was stuck in this mindset that I needed to be there every day, non-stop, 24/7, and the moment that I'm not there, that people will just be like, okay, it doesn't like, she doesn't matter anymore, we're just not gonna care anymore. It's like people still cared, and I felt like my self-worth was so small, even though everybody was so supportive. Like, I don't know why I thought that people were just not gonna care. So I acted like I didn't care and I disassociated myself. And I'm sorry if there's anyone here from that community still. I am sorry. And it's my big apology to pretty much everyone that I keep bringing up because I still feel guilty about it, but I have grown also, and I understand the value of my content, and I try to show up every day. The stream's going great. Actually, we're almost 11 hours in, and I don't feel like we are because it's just not something that I don't know, that I guess today I don't feel like it's a job or anything today. It's just like a giant hangout. What I'm actually gonna do is, why is this I don't know why I have all these empty slots when I actually saved the game about 1,000 times. Does that save just no longer does it not exist anymore? Like, why are these slots empty? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. As long as you're having fun, the hours long. That's exactly what it is. Guilty. Well, I feel guilty because of how I treated people. Because there were people who, like, on one hand, like, yes, they helped me financially, but that was not the only thing. It was also about, like, the emotional support. Like, okay, so back in the apartment that we used to live in, there was a white wall, right, that I painted myself. Like, I painted an elephant on it, a giraffe, and like 2 lions and a little mouse and like some animals. And basically all of that was like really like close to where the crib was supposed to be. And I had a belly that big. Like, I was like 5 or 6 months pregnant, and I already had a huge belly. And I was painting this wall on stream, and everybody was just, you know, there and like sharing the joy and the support and everything. And I cannot believe that after everything that I've been through with my community, that I didn't have enough faith in my community, enough faith that they would show up after I've come back. And it was such a huge shock to have the baby that I thought at that point that I will never stabilize. Like I thought that the life was just gonna be a mess forever because it felt like a mess. And I never really like I never really gave it a chance. And then I realized like I was like I struggled greatly with postpartum depression. I went through it. I raw dogged it. Like I went through it unmedicated, everything. Not recommended. Like 0 out of 10 recommended. Please don't do that. And don't let your like wives and spouses and stuff like don't let them go through that unmedicated because that shit's rough. And I've not been the same since. But I realized that if I just treat myself like a whole different person who has no more like interests or hobbies or anything at all anymore whatsoever, that I will just perish, that I will just go crazy. And I actually went back to gaming around 6 months into my motherhood because I realized that that is going to forever be me. And what I like and what I enjoy and what makes me me. Did we turn out okay? I hope so. I hope so for all of our sakes. But yeah, I realized that I was just gonna go crazy if I don't do what I want to do. So that's kind of how I came back to content. And I'm not saying, actually, let me think about it. I have been consistent ever since. I have been consistent ever since I came back after that. Because having my child was a giant kick in the ass that made me realize that, okay, it's nice to have hobbies, but if I ever want to make something out of it, I have to start doing not just Twitch, but that is the time when I made YouTube a thing, and like all the things that I started doing for the sake of feeling like I'm not just spending my time just having fun and not really like turning it into anything bigger than what it was. So that's when I made a YouTube channel. That's when I got it partnered with World of Warcraft, actually. That's how I got my YouTube partnered in the first place. And then Final Fantasy, and then all the variety games, and then back to Hearthstone. Like all these things that have happened, they probably wouldn't happen if I didn't go through what I went through. And I'm just very happy, very grateful to be here. And I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. I'm here to stay because because I love it. Yes, because I see myself as being here, but also because I don't have any other options anymore. Yeah, I enjoy all of you. Honestly, it's such a great honor to have everyone here, and thank you for being here today, for sharing these moments with me. Today we're gonna do something fun. When it comes to Doki Doki, I actually am going to finish it. Even this like Act 2 or whatever, I'm going to schedule a stream probably next week when we're going to go through that. And also, I do have to thank 505 Games. They have sponsored me for Aiden Chronicles. So I did receive the game, and I will start slowly covering it on here on Twitch and on YouTube and whatnot. Like, I'm gonna give myself time. We're going through Persona 4. That's my priority. And I'm going to be covering these games as well, but you know, everything in moderation. How long is Doki Doki? I have it, but only did like 10 minutes. I've reached an ending of some sort after about 5 hours, and I think I'm in something that people have called Act 2. I don't know what it is and how long it is. So I'm not done yet, but I've seen like the first ending. Now, there are people in the chat who have played through this, and if anyone can confirm how long the Act 2 is or something like that, feel free to do so. At least for the sake of the chat. I can know, I can not know. Either way, it's fine with me. But yeah, I will come back to this because we have something. No, it's not. No, it's not that long. It's a game that you pretty much play in one day. But I started talking and I started drinking a little bit, and I don't feel like I have the mental capacity to go through what I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't think right now I'm in the right mindset to finish the game. So I will wait until my head is clear again. And I will be back, but we have something fun to do that I wanted to do in the last hours. No, I'm not leaving. Yes, let's exit, and I've saved this. I don't know. Why does it say side stories? So side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all six by writing posts for different characters and view their special scenes and deals. Oh, so this is like a new game plus that we're at already. No, this is a short game. It's a short game. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. We have something that I've been wanting to do